Okay, today we are making a video to show everyone how to use Ballista in Guild versus Guild combat in Iron Age sector. You could be very successful and take no damage if used properly. Not every time, but the trick is using the terrain to your advantage. So we're attacking right here. We're going to use 8 Ballista. Alright, so we see our enemy has a couple Ballista, Legionnaires, which move very slowly, and some archers. So the Legionnaires will be who we take out last because it takes them a while to move across the map. The first ones we'll take out are the other Ballista, and then the archers. We may take one hit here, we may not, we'll find out. So first we're going to look down here at this column, and we see which Ballista fires first. That's the first one we'll take out. So we're going to kill him first. He takes 2 shots. We're going to look at the next movement guy. We're going to take him out. Takes 2 shots. Now we're going to take out the 2 archers. We're going to keep our Ballista as far away from them as we can before we shoot. Our second one's over here. We can move him to the corner. Fire the shot. This one we can move all the way to the corner. Fire the shot. This one we can move to the corner. Fire the shot. Now all we have left are the Legionnaires, which it takes them several moves to cross the map. So we should be able to easily finish them off before they can get to us. We'll continue to move our Ballista as far away from them as we possibly can. Always split. It's almost always best to split your Ballista on the map instead of moving them all to one side. Sometimes it is beneficial to move them to one side. If you have hills and rocks covering this side and none on this side, then you can move them all behind the hills and rocks. So it looks like we're going to win this battle without taking any damage, just like I had mentioned before this battle started. Ballistas are very useful. You just got to use them in the proper order and take out the right troops in the right order. And there you have it, a victory without taking any damage. I'm going to do one more battle. Make sure everybody has it. It's all a trick about using the terrain. If I see a battle, if I get put in a battle that I don't like the terrain or I don't like the matchup, then I just, retreat. Now this matchup here, he has archers. If you see, when I highlight the archer can make it all the way across the map on his next turn. So I'm going to retreat from this battle because I'm pretty much guaranteed at least 2 Ballistas that I'll lose in this fight. So we're going to go ahead and retreat and look for a better matchup. You can fight 4 Ballistas and 4 archers with 8 Ballista and not take any damage, but you must have a lot of rocks and hills and water between you, so it takes the archers 2 moves before they can reach your Ballista. So that way you can kill the Ballista, the enemy Ballista, and it takes the archers a second move before they can reach you, which gives you enough time to kill them before they can do any damage. Okay, again, this is 4 archers and 4 Ballista. Let's check the archers. Okay, he can't make it across. Now this guy can, but if we move, this guy can. So 3 of them can. We're going to go ahead and retreat out of this one too. Going to look for that right matchup. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to retreat from a battle in Guild versus Guild. You can retreat 100 times. It's irrelevant. So always look for the matchup that you want. Here again, we have 4 and 4. Let's see if they make it this time. Okay, so these 3, he can make it.
What you're doing. On the fucking screen, not himself.
I promise you, Alana, they can see what I'm doing. I'm not using the camera.
Okay. Yes, they can see.
Okay, here's a totally different matchup. Soldiers and Legionnaires. Now, in this type of battle, normally we would want to kill the soldiers first because they move quicker across the map. Then we would want to kill the Legionnaires because they're slower. However, if you've noticed, this map doesn't have many trees for the soldiers to hide in. So if we move our ballista to this section of the map, chances are the soldiers are going to stay right where they are, because if a soldier doesn't have a tree or bush to move to for cover, then he won't move. He'll stay there and let you shoot him over and over again. So we're going to see how this happens, see how this works out. We're going to kill this soldier first, and then we'll start to work on the Legionnaires, and then we'll see how the soldiers react on their second move. So I'm going to move all my ballista to this side. I may move 2 of them up to this side and 6 down here, something to that effect. So we're going to kill this soldier first. Now we're going to work on some of the Legionnaires. And now we'll see how the soldiers react. Okay, that one moves up there. Soldiers didn't really go anywhere. So this one here, we'll have to kill him, and then we'll work on the Legionnaires again. Now I'm on a plus spot here, so instead of using it on finishing off this soldier, I'm going to use it on this Legionnaire, because it does a little more damage, and I don't want to waste that extra damage on a soldier who is going to die anyways. Okay, so none of these guys can reach this spot here where I get that extra damage from, so I'm going to move him up there and use that extra damage on that Legionnaire. So we got an extra damage spot here. Oh, he can reach it, so we're not going to move up there because then we would take a hit. So we'll go ahead and finish this guy off. Now we'll kill this soldier. This Legionnaire. And now one last soldier. But you see how the soldier just sat there? He didn't even move on his turn. If they don't have somewhere to move to, they won't move. Pretty simple. You guys see how I did it? That was 2 fights I won without taking any damage. Just use the terrain to your advantage. Use the rocks. Use the hills. If the soldiers, archers, anybody have to move across those rocks or hills, then they don't move as far. It takes away some of their movement spaces, and that means 1 extra turn before they can reach you. And 1 extra turn, that's 8 extra shots you get, because all your ballistas are going to get them shoot before the next guy moves. So look for a map that has a lot of rocks, a lot of hills, and not very many trees, especially if you're fighting soldiers. You don't want trees because the soldiers can hide in the trees. So hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully those of you in my new guild get some benefit out of it, and I look forward to battling with you. Goodbye. And then slowly start to erode that and show her change as to Joy's starting to lose control.